If you take a turtle to the beach, the first thing he will want to do is dig. Not just any hole though, a huge hole. He will ask for a shovel, and as soon as you hand it to him, he will start digging. Sand will fly everywhere, and before you know it, there's a pile big enough to make a mountain. But after all that digging, he will need to cool off. So, he will ask you to bring him to the water. But when he sees the waves, he will get a little nervous. What if it is too cold? He will wonder. He will dip in one toe, then pull it back. After a few more tries, he will finally waddle in. Once he is in the water though, you'll have a hard time getting him out. Eventually, he will want to dry off, so he will ask you for a towel. But not just any towel, it will have to be a beach towel with turtles on it. You will spread it out on the sand, and he will lie down. But as he basks in the sun, he will notice something shiny. He will jump up and run over to investigate, and guess what? It is a seashell, but not just any seashell. It is the shiniest, most perfect shell he's ever seen. He will decide he needs more, so he will start collecting. As he has gathering seashells, he will spot a group of kids building a sandcastle nearby. He will march over and offer to dig a moat for their castle. And you know what happens when a turtle digs? He will create the biggest, deepest moat anyone has ever seen. But once it is done, he will want to decorate the castle with his seashells. After all that building, he will be pretty hungry. So, he will ask if you brought any snacks. When he finds out you have sandwiches, he will be thrilled, especially if there is lettuce. He will munch happily, but then he will want dessert. That is when he will remember ice cream. You will head to the ice cream stand, and of course, he will order the biggest, most colorful cone they have. He will take one lick, and before you know it, there is ice cream everywhere, on his face, his shell, and all over the sand. After the ice cream fiasco, he will want to rinse off in the ocean again. But this time, he won't be as nervous. He will run straight into the water, splashing around like a little kid. And as he swims, he will spot something moving in the water, fish. He will try to chase them, but they will be too quick for him. As the sun starts to set, he will realize it's time to head home. But before you go, he will want to gather all his things, his shovel, his towel, his seashells, and maybe even a few extra scoops of sand for the road. And just as you're about to leave, he will spot one more thing, a kite flying in the breeze. Of course, he will want to fly it. So, you will help him launch the kite into the sky, and he will watch it soar, giggling as the wind tugs on the string. But then he will think of something else. He will want to make a kite of his own shaped like a turtle naturally. And chances are, if he makes a turtle kite, he will want to fly it at the beach again tomorrow.